Now there's a lot of breaking news in regards to our second stimulus check and second stimulus package. According to Reuters.com, Trump threatens to not sign the next stimulus bill because he wants bigger stimulus checks. Trump on Tuesday decided not to sign an $892 billion relief bill that includes desperately needed money for individual Americans, saying it should be amended to increase the amount in the stimulus checks. U.S. government operations are being funded on a temporary basis through December 28th, waiting for the $1.4 trillion in federal spending for fiscal 2021, which is also part of the bill. Failure to either pass another stopgap bill or override a possible Trump veto of the legislation could result in a partial government shutdown. Now Trump, who has less than a month left in office, throws into turmoil a bipartisan effort in Congress. Trump said in a video post on Twitter, "It really is a disgrace. The bill they're now planning to send back to my desk is much different than anticipated." Now folks, I want to know what you think in the comments down below. Do you believe it is right for Trump to deny the second stimulus bill and our second stimulus checks of $600? Now in the past, Donald Trump has tweeted multiple times. He's told us that he wants more stimulus checks and bigger stimulus payments. So this could be one of the reasons why he's blocking the second stimulus bill and a second stimulus check. Everybody, tell me in the comments down below. Do you agree with Trump? But the article from Reuters.com does go on to say that Trump said he wants Congress to increase the amount in the stimulus checks to $2,000 for individuals or $4,000 for couples. And before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell, and let's get this video to 5,000 likes if you think that our second stimulus check should be $2,000. Now according to The Hill, Trump on Tuesday evening blasted Congress over the already passed stimulus relief package and called on both chambers in Congress to send him a new bill, increasing stimulus checks from $600 to $2,000. Everybody, do you agree with Trump? Leave comments down below.
Throughout the summer, Democrats cruelly blocked COVID relief legislation in an effort to advance their extreme left-wing agenda and influence the election. Then, a few months ago, Congress started negotiations on a new package to get urgently needed help to the American people. It's taken forever. However, the bill they are now planning to send back to my desk is much different than anticipated. It really is a disgrace. For example, among the more than 5,000 pages in this bill, which nobody in Congress has read because of its length and complexity, it's called the COVID Relief Bill, but it has almost nothing to do with COVID. This bill contains $85.5 million for assistance to Cambodia, $134 million to Burma, $1.3 billion for Egypt and the Egyptian military, which will go out and buy almost exclusively.
Now according to Reuters.com, Trump also complained about money being provided for foreign countries, like the Smithsonian Institution and fish breeding, among other spending that is in part of the legislation to fund the US government. Now Trump said, "I'm also asking Congress to immediately get rid of the wasteful and unnecessary items from this legislation and to send me a suitable bill, or else the next administration will have to deliver a stimulus relief package, and maybe that administration will be me." Trump, who will leave office on January 20th with President-elect Joe Biden is sworn in, did not use the word veto in his statement. The 92-6 vote in the Senate and 359-53 vote in the House, both are well over the two-thirds majority needed to override a presidential veto, though some Republicans might balk at overriding a veto if Trump used that power. A bill can be amended if congressional leadership wants to do so. If they don't, Trump's choices are signed into law. If they don't, Trump's choices are to sign the bill into law, veto it, or do nothing and let it become law. If the bill is amended, doing so by December 28th. It could be very difficult. If the bill is amended, doing so by December 28th could be very difficult. It took months for the parties to agree to the thousands of elements in not only the stimulus aid part, but also the $1.4 trillion agreement to fund much of the US government. Now folks, I do think that our $600 stimulus payments are not enough. It should at least be $1,200. But the $2,000 stimulus checks that Trump is pushing for might not actually happen. It might not be realistic in Congress. Do you think that Congress is going to pass more stimulus checks of $2,000 in the second stimulus bill? Or will we get $600 stimulus checks? Tell me what you think in the comments down below.
$25 million for democracy and gender programs in Pakistan. $505 million to Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama. $40 million for the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., which is not even open for business. $1 billion for the Smithsonian, and an additional $154 million for the National Gallery of Art. Likewise, these facilities are essentially not open. $7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico, a provision to promote the breeding of fish in federal hatcheries, $3 million in poultry production technology, $2 million to research the impact of down trees, $566 million for construction projects.
According to Newsweek.com, in short, Congress passed a bill that will put $600 into pockets of Americans for stimulus relief and $1,200 for couples. However, the bill is actually loaded with huge chunks of money that are not stimulus related. They're not COVID related. Trump said Tuesday night that the money for American citizens was not enough, and he cited several dollar amounts, some in the billions of dollars, to other countries. Trump asked Congress to amend the stimulus bill to send $2,000 to each American or $4,000 to each couple. The president specifically chastised a bill that stated illegal aliens will receive $1,800, like millions of dollars, to places like the Kennedy Center that are currently closed to the public. After Trump sent his video to Twitter on Tuesday, Democratic representatives Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Rashida Tlaib hit Twitterverse saying that legislation ready to go almost immediately. Ocasio-Cortez tweeted, "Let's do it," and Rashida Tlaib also "I already co-wrote the COVID amendment for $2,000 checks, so it's ready to go. Glad to see the president is willing to support our legislation. We can pass $2,000 checks this week if the Senate GOP agrees to stand down." Everybody, do you believe that you will get a second stimulus check of $2,000? Leave a comment down below saying yes or no. Everybody, that's all the news in regards to your second stimulus check and unemployment benefits. If you found this video useful, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell. On this channel, I always provide you with the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check updates, so be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, everybody, and until next time, have a great day.